Hello, everyone. Hi, Casey. How you doing?
I'm good.
Wonderful. And we have our friend Magneto Hawkins. Uh, there you go. We see you now. How you doing? Oh, you're muted.
Hello, let's try this again. Yay!
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's so good to see you.
Yes, good seeing you too.
Yes. How you doing with all this COVID-19 stuff and being at home and staying safe and healthy?
It's a challenge. Getting used to the new norm, but it's working.
Wonderful. And I think that we'll have an opportunity to talk about all of those things and our experiences. But before we start, let me welcome everyone today. Thank you so much for being with us. This is our eighth, right, Casey? Our eighth round table discussions. And every time it gets better and better. And today we're really excited to have our friends, Military Spouse Employment Partnership with us. As you all know, we are partners with our new spouse program. We're also part of their spouse ambassador network, and we're always working together, always supporting each other and trying to help those in common is our military spouse community and mainly our new spouses. So thank you so much, Marina, for being with us today. We're really, really excited. And I think before we start the discussion, we get all into the details that we want to share. Tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us a little bit about what is MSEP and what you guys do.
Okay. So first of all, thank you very much for the invitation. And I just want to say happy Military Spouse Appreciation Month, because we've turned it into a month, not just a day.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, so the celebration continues. We continue on. But again, thank you. And I'm Marina Hawkins from the Department of Defense Military Community Support Programs Office. And in the office, I serve as the program manager for the Military Spouse Employment Partnership and the deputy program manager for the Spouse Education and Career Opportunities Program. I know, a handful, a lot, right? But the program actually falls under Military OneSource, but specifically the Spouse Education and Career Opportunities Program provides resources for military spouses in their education journeys, also in their employment journeys, providing career coaching opportunities, resume reviews, making the connections for career connections. And that's where the Military Spouse Employment Partnership comes into play as well. And as you said, MSAN is definitely one of our MSEP partners and has been a strong advocate for military spouses, of course, in the space and within the Spouse Ambassador Network. But most of our MSEP partners, their main focus is actually providing employment opportunities for military spouses. And to date, we have more than 440 MSEP partners in different industry sectors. We like to think that we have a partner that represents every single job that a military spouse is seeking. But those MSEP partners have hired more than 143,000 military spouses. So that's great. A great number to hear, right? But we know that that number is underrepresented. But we're doing everything that we can to bring military spouses on board in employment. And also to make sure that military spouses are equipped with the skills necessary to land their dream jobs in those employment opportunities. Yeah. So that's what I do. And that is a little bit about the Military Spouse Employment Partnership.
You do a lot. And you have those that don't know MSEP very well, and this is the reason why we always like to do this, because you guys are doing or having a big impact in career and employment with our community. And a lot of the times that everybody is aware that everything that you guys do behind the scenes, all the stuff that you guys have, everything that is covered. And that is something that we want to touch a little bit in basis with tonight. But one of the things that I want to talk to you about is right now you're explaining to us everything that you guys do and the employment and the resume and everything. One of the things that I've heard from spouses, one is that sometimes they feel that because it is an official resource by the Department of Defense, or if they get support at their installation, they don't feel as comfortable as asking for help or coming for support. And something that we want to teach our younger spouses is not because it is an official resource. It doesn't mean that no one is going to get reported or nothing is going to happen, and asking for help is good. And this is something that we've been trying to kind of like endorse this past 8 weeks. It's okay to ask for help, regardless if it's mental health, financial support,
that's right,
for employment. It's okay to ask for help. No one is going to be in trouble. No one is going to look at you in a bad way because you're asking for help. It's okay. And I think that during COVID-19, everything is so different to what it used to be. Not only because now we get spouses working from home, because spouses lost their job, because they're not PCSing what they were supposed to. And when it comes to the brand new spouses, they're coming into our world of the military community in a completely different way than what we were used to. Now they're dealing with COVID-19 and everything else on top of, when are we moving? Am I going to get a job? How am I supposed to get a job if we cannot even go to job fairs? We cannot do it. Everything is online. They don't even know who to get a hold of to support them. And this is why we're bringing the resources to them every Thursday and through our mentors. Why would you tell the brand new spouse they feel hesitant in asking for support and where to go in their local community?
Wow. So as you said, it's okay to ask for help. There are so many resources that are out here absolutely free of charge for military spouses. And it's not only military spouses, but we all need help in some way. And I think the barrier is to get over ourselves personally, to know that maybe we just need a little bit of help to get to the next point, or this person that is in the local community may have something that I wasn't aware of. A new resource. They may have a little bit of or some knowledge of a resource that maybe, you may have heard another military spouse talk about, but you were hesitant to try it. And now this may be your confirmation that this is a viable resource. So not only working in your communities with your local airmen and family readiness centers and your, local Army community service centers and fleet and family support centers, because, we always tell them, go to your installations first. Mm-hmm. They know everything that is going on in the community. They know which businesses are searching for which candidates. They know the businesses in the area. They know the resources. They know where to make the connection. So I think it's just making that initial step to get into the door that everyone is so hesitant about. But once we make the step and we're open to listen, open to hear what someone else is saying, I think it makes us feel a lot better. So please don't hesitate. That is something that, of course, we tell our spouses, when they're calling into our career center, which is virtual, no matter where you are. So for those spouses that may not necessarily feel like they want to go into in-person centers, this is virtual. You don't have to dress up. You don't. So, just pick up the phone, give us a call. It is a real live person on the other end of the phone. So we know that some are intimidated, by walking into businesses or getting through the door. This way, you don't have to. Just pick up the phone, and our SECO career coaches actually are available when you are. So you make your appointment when it's convenient for you. And we make sure that it's still convenient for you when we give you a call. But that it's just making the first step, knowing that someone else is here for you and that there are resources out there available free of charge to you.
Yeah. It's something that I love about all of this, that what we're doing together, for example, when we have new spouses or even not so new spouses are about to PCS and they're looking for employment, they don't know where to start, they don't know what to do. They come to their mentors with us, and we actually link them to the resources. And I think it's a wonderful thing to have the MSEP portal where they can start looking into things, get an idea where they're going next. They start looking into what is available. And in the meantime, they can start getting support with the resume and coaching and be prepared. I mean, it's a nice thing to have everything where you can take steps and check the box and say, okay, I contacted them. Now I need to work on my resume. Now I need to work on coaching. And you guys are always posting stuff on your website and on your social media. So share a little bit about the portal. What is it? What to expect when we go to the MSEP portal?
Well, I will tell you that I have something so exciting to talk about. Woo! I know, besides the portal. I know, it's breaking news. But it's so exciting to talk about because, as you said, the career portal or the job search portal is definitely where we tell our military spouses to go to seek when they're seeking employment opportunities through MSEP partners. So that is through the MySeco website. So it's myseco.militaryonesource.mil. And you can click on job search, and you have the opportunity to put into the job search, like your geographical location that you're seeking, or you can actually seek by partner. You can seek by other keywords, and even, virtual work from home opportunities. So that is everything that is built out on the portal. But we also have other resources like our LinkedIn page, which is the Military Spouse Employment Partnership Spouse Group, where our partners and other businesses within the local areas and regions are posting employment opportunities there. So that's a great place to learn about the opportunities. We also feature our MSEP partners on Facebook Live opportunities actually we'll be featuring you next week.
Next week, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. So we feature our MSEP partners, and, MSEP partners talk about everything from who they are to the culture of the company to positions that they are hiring for. And it's the inside knowledge. And you actually get maybe some of the recruiters, you get their LinkedIn profiles, or, you get their private email addresses. And our companies are so great about what they're doing to hire military spouses, because a lot of them have actually created created email addresses specifically for military spouses. So that's another place to learn about that. But what I am so excited to talk about is a new offering. So while you wait, and so like you said, we have so many opportunities for military spouses to connect with their SECO career coaches, to do career assessments, to do the resumes. We also have video mock interviewing that we do as well for military spouses. But when a SECO career coach is at the end of not the end of the process, but when you are ready to go, when you're ready to hit that button and ready to search and have your resume searched, we have what we call now as a job search navigator. And what a job search navigator, yes, what a job search. So it is a personalized service to each military spouse. So say, or give an example. What if Kendra Zander calls in and And Kendra says, so she's her resume is good to go. And she says, I'm really looking for accounting positions in Jacksonville, Florida. That information is forwarded to our job search navigators. And guess what? They search the portal for employment opportunities in the Jacksonville area with MSEP partners. They also will put in this, so it's a detailed report of the positions that are available at that point in time. Also a detailed report of virtual opportunities, like virtual accounting positions that may be available to you. So they do the work for you.
That is awesome.
Yes. So you get the immediate results from these job search navigators, and it provides you the information of where to go to apply for this position, how long the position will be open. So it is like a detailed white glove service for military spouses.
It's like a full circle of support for.
It is, Casey. It is. Yes. So we just launched that in conjunction, of course, with Military Spouse Appreciation Month and the Virtual Military Spouse Symposium. So we're excited about that and hope that more military spouses call in to take advantage of that opportunity or offering to military spouses.
Definitely. And we'll be sending people that direction because, it's great. It's always MSEP is the resource to go to, and we're always talking about you guys and sharing that information. But having this such an easy access for someone that is learning their lifestyle, someone that is learning their journey, the last thing they need is a non-friendly website where they need to find a job. So now when they have something that is so easy and is quick, there it is. This is what you're looking for. I mean, it makes even things easier and more, I don't want to say the word relaxed, but more at ease, that they don't have to worry about having to navigate a website and having to enter all these keywords and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes it can be even overwhelming and they end up not doing it just because of the process.
I mean, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking about back to when I was a new military spouse and we had just PCS for the first time. And I was very, very focused on my career. And it was so overwhelming for me to begin with. This is like, hey, Casey, you can breathe a little.
That's right.
It's amazing.
That's right. So like I said, not only do the SECO coaches, so I see Courtney's question that yes, you have to work with a SECO career coach in order to take advantage of the job search navigator. So the spouses, we've already done a few where they have established relationships with these coaches that have helped them with their resumes, that have done their assessments with them, walked them through, talked about other resources that are available and made the connections for them. And now they're job ready. The resumes are ready to go. And so now that information is turned over to the job search navigator, which are people, by the way, they're real live people that are doing these queries and these searches for you, and you get a nice detailed report that is specific to your needs.
I really love that. That is really cool. One of the things that right now that we're talking about exciting stuff and the career opportunities and the searching, one of the things that I want to address a lot of the times when you talk to other military spouses in general, not just the new spouses, but within our network, within our community. And when you talk about, hey, go ahead and go online, you might be able to find a work from home opportunity. Maybe you can look here, you can look there. And a lot of the times they assume that because you're using these resources or because you're going to find a working from home opportunity, it's an entry-level opportunity. And that is not the case. I think that probably 20 years ago or that a long time ago, probably that was the possibility. But now, even with the partners, because we know the partners with MSEP, and you guys have some big partners, the opportunities that they're giving to military spouses are not entry level, are very good opportunities.
That is correct. So we definitely see the full spectrum of positions that our MSEP partners are offering to military spouses in a virtual environment. And I really used a real life example of the accounting positions. So we have an MSEP partner, accountingdepartment.com, that literally they have virtual accounting positions that aren't necessarily entry level. So there are a lot of partners that have your entry level if you are looking for entry level positions, but we have management positions and senior management positions as well. And we have partner models that the entire company is run from a virtual environment like yours. So there are definitely the opportunities out there, and in our COVID environment, things are changing.
Yes.
Jobs are shifting, the needs are shifting, and more employers are seeing that these jobs can be done from home. We just need the technical infrastructure. So I think we're seeing a lot more partners that are moving into the virtual realm. They're trying different pilots with military spouses. They are really bringing in military spouses on some of these task force and other small group opportunities as pilots to see what we can do, where we can really introduce the innovation. So now more than ever, there are definitely going to be more virtual opportunities out there from entry level all the way up to senior management.
I like that. It's something that I've been telling people now that they like our civilian family members or friends. They're like, oh, now we have to work from home and we have to manage the whole thing. And then it's a new routine and discipline. But we're liking it. Maybe it's something that we can do from home. And I always tell them, well, this is something that I don't want to say the military spouse invented, but we kind of like, we've been bringing it with us. It's like a movement. It's like we threw it out there. It's possible.
That's right.
It's easier. It's flexible. And you can take it with you. And I think
that's
now,
right. Very portable.
Yes. And I think that is something that the society, the non-military community can relate with us now when they can see they're probably having a job that is from home and going to their employer now after COVID-19 said, hey, let me send you a proposal. What if I keep my job from home because of flexibility and because it's easier? So now they're kind of seeing where we're coming from, where we came from, and the stuff that we're trying to change. Because when it comes to us, it's hard to find employment every single time that we move. But one of the things that I also want to address that is very important to me as a partner is the stuff that MSEP does. I think that the military spouses and your followers and your members see what is out there, the career opportunities, the social media, the website, all the cool stuff. But everything that happens behind the scenes is so important. And the reason why I want to address this is because it's very, very, I'm impressed every single time. Every year, MSEP has a symposium.
Yes.
To bring all of the partners together for 2 days. So we get to meet, we get to talk, we have group sessions, we have everybody's session. And for 2 days, we're talking, they got panels. So this is a group of partners that want to support our community. And not only they're saying, yeah, we'll support, we'll do our best. They are investing, not just money, but they are investing their time and their dedication. They come to DC every year in October. We're there every time that we can. And it is amazing to talk to everybody. And the more that they learn, the more they want to do. So I think that MSEP is doing the right thing, but by working with the partners, getting their knowledge of who we are, what we do, how to help us, what we need, bring them together every year because we're like a little MSEP family like MSEP fam, and we're always working together. And even after that year, we can still connect with each other and support. So I just wanted to share with everybody the hard work and everything that you guys do behind the scenes.
Well, thank you. And it is, I think, a testament to the commitment that our MSEP partners have, because you're right. After the MSEP meeting ends, that's when the work really begins.
Yep.
And the work never ends. It's year round. And there are so many partnerships and so many collaborations that have formed as a result of the MSEP partners just having one conversation, which leads to other symposiums and other events and other partnerships that occur during the year. So yes, our MSEP partners really, it's not just about business for them, but it's also about creating the relationships among other partners, but also with military spouses. And so that they are able to retain spouses, not just around October, but year round. I recently had the opportunity, when you spoke about that, to speak with two other military spouses that work for MSEP partners. I spoke with them on May 8th. And the great thing is, one of our spouses, I know for that her company retained her through an OCONUS move. And now she's getting ready to move back. So the jobs go with the spouses, and the spouses will bring them back.
Yeah.
And the jobs continue, and she has continued to grow within her company. And the other spouse that I was speaking to, she just received a promotion right now in the midst of the COVID pandemic. But it just goes to show that the work continues through the PCS moves, that our military spouses are the ones that are taking charge with these movements and really moving forward. So the work always continues. The work is always there, but we try our best to make those connections for military spouses, no matter what they need within their journeys. And like I said, without such great MSEP partners, we couldn't do half of it.
Yeah. You know, and the support that we get, like you said earlier, throughout the year, the partners were always getting the newsletters. We're always getting the updates. Is there anything that you need? How can we help you? Surveys. I mean, there is a relationship. And the reason why I'm talking about this, for those that are watching us, they're like, really, what are we talking about behind the scenes? It's very important for everybody to know that MSEP builds relationships. So that's something that we do with MSA. And it's all about relationships, not just let's sign a paper and that's it. It's about building relationships.
That's right.
And I mean, we've been having this relationship with MSEP for years already.
For years. And Berenice, you are always there, no matter when we need you, what we need. Berenice has served on panels. You've been moderators. And we always see you out in the community. You know, just this week, I think I probably bothered you 4 or 5 times this week. But, you know, making the connection for a military spouse that really didn't know the next step. And you made the connection for her there. But yes, it is about connections. And I see Lucy just posted a chat, and ironically, Lucy, this was not planned, did a Facebook Live event today. ACP did, yes, to talk about the mentorship there. So it's all about partnerships. It's all about our points of contact. Berenice, I mean, you are just wonderful at keeping the conversation going and making sure that spouses stay at the forefront of the conversation. And that's what we need, that empowerment.
Well, thank you so much.
Casey, you've been around for a while too. So Casey, you're in it too.
You're part of it, yes.
Yeah.
You know, I think this is what it's all about. It's all about helping who we say we're going to help. And doing the best that we can, and through relationships and everything. And now that we have talked about how everything works behind the scenes, and everything that you guys do, and the amount of spouses they have received employment. And I mean, it's just amazing. It keeps getting better and better and bigger and bigger. Have you seen, since you deal directly with the partners and you talk to them and you know what they're expecting, what they're looking into, have you seen, I know that you talk about a switch that now with the COVID-19, do you expect that now that we have a lot of people at home, that probably some of them lost their jobs, they're about to PCS, are there going to be hopefully more opportunities of working from home with this partners? Is there something that our spouses should be looking into? Because, I mean, we don't know what's coming next.
You're right. And the partners that I've spoken with, most of them are continuing the journey to grow, and they are creating opportunities in the virtual realm. And so we continue to, like you said, you talked about our social media, to post those positions in our LinkedIn groups. We continue to really amplify the conversations and follow all of our partners who do have an increase in hiring. We talk to, Starbucks. I'll just use them for an example. After our virtual military spouse symposium, which was a few weeks ago, but Starbucks is creating management positions right now in the midst of COVID. But a lot of our partners, and some of those were eligible for work from home positions, but I think we will definitely see more of the model of working from home, no matter where you are. And of course, we know that is very ideal for military spouses who, when the orders are lifted, have to PCS to the next location, or not necessarily having to PCS right now, but just having to endure a move and continuing to move, but allowing spouses to continue to grow in these positions. So several of our partners have told them that they are continuing to grow within the company, and they are creating virtual opportunities.
I love that. And something that it can be happening right now. I mean, not everybody's PCSing and everybody's working from home, but probably most everybody. But these days are going to come no matter what. They're coming. They're in our future. This will be the perfect time, I feel personally. This
to make your case.
Time, yes. To send this proposal and say, look,
that's right.
You're moving in 2 years. I've been doing a great job working from home.
That's right.
You take it with me, and you will see the same quality of work.
Right. And document the results. I think a lot of us are learning that too. And as military spouses, we don't like to brag upon ourselves. We don't like to brag at all. However, we are producing results. And I think that's what our managers and those that we are trying to present our cases to work from home need to hear. They need to hear in the midst of a pandemic, I led this program and created this many opportunities, or these were the results of this, or we saved this amount of money, because businesses always want to see the bottom line where, money has been saved. So creating that portfolio right now, you're absolutely correct, Vernice. Now is the perfect time to build a case, because everyone has been put into, several of us have been put into the situation where we're 100% virtual, and that really has been unheard of in so many organizations. But what are you doing right now in the midst of COVID? What are you doing in your portfolio that is really making an impact, that you can show that, yes, I can do this from home. I can do this year round, not just today, but every day.
Yeah. If spouses are able to succeed working from home during the pandemic,
yes.
Homeschooling, having their spouses out.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, if they're able to thrive and succeed.
Multitasking. That's something to add to your resume.
Exactly.
A project manager.
Yes, exactly. I mean, if this is what you can do during COVID-19, imagine what you can do when things go back to normal and you take that job with you. And I think something to add to that is that if you don't know how, if you don't know where to start with a proposal, what to include, what to add, is that something that also AMSA can help them with?
When we talk about proposals, that is definitely something that our SECO career coaches can talk through. But I have had the opportunity to connect military spouses with MSEP partner hiring authorities, where I've asked the question, a spouse would like to move to take her job with her to another location. What are the things that are pertinent for a military spouse to call out when they're going forward with their proposal? So I am able to work with recruiters, with the HR professionals, and those that are making the decisions, and ask them specific questions and make the connections with military spouses. And so those opportunities in some cases have led to employment opportunities because a military spouse asked a question, which goes back to don't be afraid to ask for help. I promise it goes a long way. And there are people out there that really want to help with the opportunities. They really want to make the connections to give back. So it doesn't hurt to ask the question, because you never know what the next connection may be, what the next network may be to build upon.
Yeah. What that question is going to lead to, because you never know.
Yes.
You can open a can of worms and then boom, there's an opportunity.
Then you have an opportunity that you've created yourself and you didn't even realize you did it.
Exactly. You know, I think for the those spouses that are watching us and the new spouses that are joining us tonight, if you have one of those jobs that you would like to probably propose, and probably you would like to dig more into what can I do, where to start, what to do, get a hold of your MSA and mentor, and we will link you to the resources. We will link you to IMSEP. We will make sure that you are guided and that you receive the support that you need, so that whenever you send a proposal, whenever you have a meeting with someone, you are covering all of the bases. And, you know, the more that you know, the more that you share, that less excuses the employer is going to have to say, no, you cannot do it, because you're already doing it.
Because you've thoroughly done your research. You have done everything you need to do to make sure that you have your case in front of you. But again, if just don't be afraid to ask. If it's a small question, or, you know, we can always make the connection. And also just because I see Courtney's question, SECO, the Spouse Education Career Opportunities Program, is for active duty, guard, reserve, no matter activation status. And it is available 365 days post-separation. So please, please, please tell everyone, please call in. We would love to help.
You know,
no matter where you are, if it's day one as a military spouse, or if it's 365 days post-separation, we have something for everyone. And so we encourage you definitely to reach out.
We always learn something new. So, you know, like the 365 post.
365 days post-separation.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's plenty of time for you to focus on transitioning and retirement. And then once you get to your location and you're settled and you're ready to find a job, you still have a year to take advantage of this resource. That's amazing. That's wonderful. Yes. So, I don't know.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't know, Casey, we have more questions. And also, before we go into the questions or comments or anything, we're going to pick two names for two gift cards. We have two $25 Amazon gift cards. You know, it's time to shop online. And we're trying to help as much as we can. So we're going to be giving out two gift cards. So your names will be at the end of the chat. Casey will be posting the names. So, Casey, do we have anything else that we...
No, I mean, we're covering it. The questions have been, you know, everything that's already been addressed. So we're good.
Yeah.
If you guys have questions, though, leave it in the comments, because this is something we can always go back to. And you really want to comment so you can win one of these 2 gift cards, because I mean, everybody loves the money to shop on Amazon with, right?
Of course.
Yeah, and right now everybody's getting bored, and you're on your phone or your computer, and you're shopping online because we cannot go shopping anywhere else. So there you go. We'll give you $25 to go shopping. But before, if there's anyone, please, if you have any questions or you want to make a comment, well, we're right now getting into the end of the conversation. Is there anything else that we need to know about MSEP? Is there anything else that the brand new spouses, the ones that have never heard of this resource, is there something that we want them to remember MSEP for? I mean, because there's a lot of other resources out there, and something that MSAN does, we try to break it into sections. We have partnerships with Partner Heroes. We got partnerships with Partner Heroes USA. We have a partnership with ACP, with Freedom Learning Group. But what we try to do, we try to teach our mentees how to utilize each resource so they don't overlap. And we try to do our best so that all of our partners have the same visibility, and our mentees have more than just one place where to get support. So what would you tell the brand new spouse about MSEP and something that we all should remember MSEP for?
Wow, that's loaded. But I think the big thing is that the Military Spouse Employment Partnership, like I said, I think it covers every industry possible. And these companies are companies that want to hire military spouses. They want to help military spouses to continue to grow. So just want to say that it's also a misconception when, Bernice, when we talked about the virtual opportunities, that they're maybe all entry level. And MSEP is not all entry level. MSEP is from entry level all the way up, but it also includes, we also have federal agency partners. So we know that a lot of spouses are interested in some of the GS positions and the other positions within the federal agencies. And the federal agencies want to use those hiring authorities to hire military spouses. So with MSEP, partners are looking for you. The partners have a job in any industry or any industry sector possible, all the way from, we have dog walking it's really a part of our MSEP portfolio as well, because there is so much opportunity there for MSEP, with dog walking, to create your own company. We have several spouses that have called in about creating their own pet grooming companies right now. And especially now, no one can take their pets to the groom, to be groomed. What better way, than to create a business plan now? So I think that's really the thing I like to leave about the Military Spouse Employment Partnership, that those partners are definitely committed to hiring, committed to retaining military spouses, but making sure that those spouses have the skills to go to the next level. They're all excited about the jobs that they do. They're all excited about the opportunities. So MSEP partners will speak to you about any question that you have. They are all interested in connecting with you. So don't be afraid to ask the question. And when I speak about connections, I do want to just talk briefly, Vernice, about the LinkedIn Premium. Okay, the LinkedIn Premium opportunity for military spouses. So the Department of Defense, in conjunction or in partnership with LinkedIn, offers military spouses absolutely free of charge LinkedIn Premium offering for a year, free of charge. And so the only thing you have to do, you do have to have a MySeco web account. I know that Courtney, I think, asked that earlier. Someone asked that earlier, but you do have to have a MySeco account. And there are a few ways to get that activated. One is setting up a appointment with a SECO career coach. We have another opportunity to attend a webinar on LinkedIn Premium offerings, because there's so much that we all thought that we knew that we really didn't know about LinkedIn Premium.
Yes.
Yeah. And the other opportunity is a self-paced training. But so this is available to military spouses with a MySeco account, and it's 1 year absolutely free LinkedIn Premium. But the great thing is, this is the gift that keeps on giving while you're a military spouse. So with some of our other the other groups and even veterans, it's a one-time benefit. But for military spouses, you can renew this benefit 6 months in conjunction with a move, a PCS move with orders, or within 6 months of separation. So I'll just use an example. So Vernice, if I am at Fort Polk and I move to Fort Polk, I have orders to go to Fort Polk, I can get the LinkedIn Premium absolutely free of charge for 1 year. But I'm getting ready to separate, or my service member is going to separate from the Army. I can get LinkedIn Premium again in conjunction with that separation within 6 months for an additional year.
Oh, so, wow.
Yes.
I didn't know. That's really cool.
I know. So it keeps going. And we want so many military spouses to take advantage of LinkedIn Premium, because we know that there are endless opportunities to network with companies on the LinkedIn platform, endless opportunities to get the inside analytics on, if you're in the top 10% of candidates for this position. This is the endless opportunities to get online LinkedIn learning courses. So this LinkedIn Premium is really worth it. And like I said, there's so much that we didn't know about LinkedIn Premium, and we offer those webinars to learn more. So please go to MySeco, get a MySeco account. So myseco.militaryOneSource.mil to learn more about the LinkedIn Premium offering.
I love that. Thank you for sharing about the LinkedIn. That is amazing. Yes. And, it's something that we got to be doing right now, because there's no job fairs, because there's no networking events in person. I mean,
there are job fairs
on LinkedIn.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I was about to say, everything that you're not able to find in person right now because of COVID, you'll find it on LinkedIn. And I mean, I found LinkedIn fascinating. It's a completely different world. I'm learning it at the same time, but there's so much there, and the opportunities to network and meet people and recruiters. And I mean, you see everything there. It's really amazing. It's really, really cool. So, and thank you for sharing about the extension. That's awesome.
Yes. So please take advantage of it.
Yes. And it kind of like Lucy said right now, let's see more military spouses on LinkedIn. I mean, this is a great opportunity to network and start getting your resume out and network and opportunities. I mean, you never know. It is a great place to network and find amazing opportunities.
Right. And the SECO career coaches, because we know that sometimes military spouses or any of us are just not comfortable building those LinkedIn profiles. So our SECO career coaches are helping to build those profiles as well.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I think that is the beauty when you are a program through the Department of Defense. I mean, I think that it is nice that you get the support from other agencies. You get numbers, you get the collaborations, all of those things. So I think that the more that we use MSTEP in this kind of DoD programs, the more that we support them, the stronger that we make them, and the more they can get back to our community. So it's always something really good to always keep in mind, that if someone is going to have the numbers support, the Department of Labor, and when we have those quarterly Spouse Ambassador Network meetings, we meet every quarter with the Spouse Ambassador Network, and you bring guest speakers, and to see when you're bringing more people into the table, and everybody's addressing the concerns, and everybody is trying to figure out how to help, what can we do. That is something really powerful, and not everybody is able to do that. So we got someone doing that for our community. Let's go ahead and support it. Let's go ahead and make it stronger, because then they'll be able to give more to our community. So there's so much that I love about MSEP and all the things they do and continue to do. We could keep going. I could keep going, talking about it. But
I can too. So let's go.
It's just awesome. I had the opportunity to see you a few months ago here in San Antonio. When was it? I can't remember.
I can't remember which month I was there.
That we were there, and it was so awesome to see you there, and you were experiencing the BMT and the where we the table set up.
Yes.
The new spouse orientation. I mean, it was I'm pretty sure it was a really nice and unique opportunity for you to experience that side of the military.
It really was. And my husband is a retired airman too. So it was interesting, because as I was there, we were as we were there at Lackland, I was telling him, I'm crossing the bridge, I'm doing this. So he was equally excited about it, but it was just great to be there, to see the young airmen, at the beginning of their journey, to visit with the parents and the family members, but also to see you there as always. And I know you're there like every single time, which is great, because you're there as support, and the community knows that, and the military spouses know that, and they know that you are there because you want to be there.
Yeah.
Right. Because it makes a difference when it feels like someone is forced, versus wanting to be there and genuinely passionate about it. And then you get more support for your mission as well. So I just want to tell you that we definitely appreciate what you're doing, what you've been doing since the beginning. And I love to see how your organization has grown, because it has grown tenfold from when I knew you way back. But I just want to say congratulations. And that is such a testament to what you're doing and the impact that you are making in the community. Because if you weren't, you wouldn't be where you are. So hats off to you.
Thank you so much. And I think the one of the reasons why I have MSEP so close to me, they have always given me the guidance. I mean, I met with Eddie and Lee even before MSEP was a nonprofit. And I met with them. I was in DC visiting. I said, hey, I need to meet with you guys. I have an idea. I want to get your opinion. I mean, and Eddie and Lee got to see the New Spouse program even before it was a program. It was just a slide presentation in paper that we met at the lobby of a hotel, and we were looking at it. And I mean, so I know, you guys since back then, and also remembering remember when we met at the lobby and we were looking at these papers, and I was trying to explain the vision of the program.
That's right.
A partner. I mean, that's what was so emotional to me when I signed that pledge when we became partners, because I was thinking, remembering those days, I was thinking, oh my goodness, I brought them a slide presentation of an idea that I had, a vision. Now here we are as partners, and then now here we are having you as one of our partners as well, and talking about how we're supporting spouses. So I guess emotional. I'm always emotional. So it is really nice. And for spouses, they have a vision, a passion. You never know.
That's right.
Whoever you're talking to, the impact that they'll have in your life. and how they will support you. Probably not at the moment, but eventually it will be. I mean, I got great feedback, great support from Lee and Eddie that day. And I said, okay, I'll keep you posted. Let's see what happens. And look at where we are now. So for anyone out there, if you have a passion, if you have a vision, you want to help our community, you don't have to start a nonprofit like I did. I mean, we don't have to do that. You can actually look into joining efforts with other nonprofits, create collaborations with other nonprofits. If you have an amazing idea and there's no one out there doing it, then do it on your own. Create the nonprofit, go for it. We are here to support you. So don't think that you're on your own. And it's always nice to see how we all know each other. And once again, like we always talk here every Thursday, it's a full circle of support, not just within spouses or mentees, but resources in our own community. It's all a big circle, and we're always supporting each other. So I will always be thankful for that. And I think this is one of the reasons why I believe so much on MSEP, not just because of the support I got, but because as a military spouse with a vision and a dream, I was never turned down. I got to meet with Lee and Eddie, which they were the main people for MSEP and SITCO. They actually had time in their calendar to meet with me, with Bernice, military spouse with the vision. And that encouragement helped to be who we are now. So I always wanted to say that, and I always share that with everybody. It's like, oh my God, I remember when I met with Eddie and Lee, and I had this slide presentation. So it's always nice for others to hear that they will always support each other. We don't know when that time will come, but we're always there to support each other, and we'll eventually come into that big circle of support. So you guys are always in my heart, and what you guys do every single time, every year is getting better and better and better. This program is growing. So Casey, if we don't have any questions or anything that you would like to add, I want to leave you now with your final thought. What would you like to share, or what do you something you just want to tell us?
So I think what I want to leave everyone with today is don't give up. If there is something in you that you really would like to pursue, don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask for help with a plan. Don't be afraid to ask for a connection. You really don't know who the person that you're speaking to, what kind of influence they have, or who the next person is that they know. Also, just whether this is your first day as a military spouse, or whether you are at the, whether you're planning to transition out, MSEP has a job for you no matter where you are. Those employers are looking for you. Mm-hmm. Those employers want to hire you. And those employers want to make sure that you continue to grow in where you want to be. So it's not about the employers necessarily, but it's about the employers helping empower you within your own journeys. So I encourage you to step out, to create your own journeys, because we are in such unique times right now. Who knows what the next journey will be? But guess what? We might have an opportunity to create it. We may have an opportunity to create that void or that position in a company that we see a void, but maybe management does not. But you have the opportunity during this pandemic to say, I did this. These are the results that I produced, and this is how we can help going forward. And this is the way that the company is going. So again, don't give up. There are lots of companies out there that are still hiring, a lot of companies that are continuing to grow. So it just depends on what you want to do. Also, don't forget about the Spouse Education Career Opportunities Program. that can help you with your resume, with your interviewing. I saw someone talk about Tradeify with those assessments as well, figuring out what your niche is, figuring out where you want to move forward, and really building upon your skill set, upon your strengths, because we are all different. There are different things that may hit home for others that don't necessarily hit home for maybe some of our friends. But if it's calling you, if it's that little passion inside of you, move forward.
Go for it.
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
I love that. Yeah, that was perfect. Yes. You know, I think that I just want to thank you so much. And this is why we wanted to have you here. Because
thank you, Bernice.
All the things that you were going to share and the resources and the stuff that we don't know, and the empowerment yes. that everybody's getting, and the support. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much for the amazing things that you guys do at MSET. Please tell your team that we really appreciate it. We love to be partners. I'll be seeing you next week because we'll be doing something really cool as well. And for everybody that is watching us right now and that is watching this afterwards, it doesn't matter if you're a new spouse or not. Right now, the times are different and challenging. But this is also your time to shine. It is your time to take the lead. Don't waste the opportunity. If you need support, if you don't know how, if you don't know where to start, but you have something in your mind, don't hesitate to reach out to your mentor so that we can help you, we can guide you, and connect you to the resources. Every single dream matters, and at the end, you never know how big it's gonna be in the lives that you will be impacting. So don't stop, and pursue your dreams. Continue to be who you are. We are here to support you and find the ways to make it happen. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Casey. Congratulations to the winners. We'll see you next week at number 9. And thank you so much. Then we'll see
Thank
you
you very much again. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.
You too.